Hi there, I'm Natasha Tessier with Dwell Realty and Design, and today I wanted to go over the 7 things you should know before moving to Houston. Hi there, I'm Natasha Tessier. I am the owner of Dwell Realty and Design. We are a realtor group powered by EXP, but we also have a design firm, so we help people with building or remodeling. I used to do a lot of design. I was published in Southern Living for my design, so we are a real estate group, but we have a little design firm on the side where we can help you out if you need help with paint all the way to finding a builder and building. So today I wanted to go over the 7 things you should know about Houston before moving here in 2021. So the first thing I want you to know is that a lot of my clients are really shocked with how friendly people are in Texas. So if you're not from here and you move in and your neighbors bring you cookies with a welcome card, that's like very, very common to bake for each other. Or if you have something happen, like I'll give you an example. My daughter fell and broke her arm a few years ago, and we probably had 20 deliveries at the door. I mean, just warm baked cookies, homemade soups. People were calling, texting, praying, all that stuff. So it's a very friendly state. And as a matter of fact, we moved away from my husband's work for just a few years. I've pretty much been here my whole life, but we moved away for a few years. And when we came back, I felt a little bit weird about how nice people were to me, because I'm like, are they genuinely that nice or not? But people here are really, really nice, always caring and looking out for each other. So that's the first thing I would want you to know. The second thing we can talk about is the weather. So a lot of people say, oh my gosh, I don't want humidity, or Houston's horrible, blah, blah, blah. So it's Texas, it's hot all across the state. Several of my kids prefer Houston over like San Antonio because they felt like San Antonio was 10 times hotter. We never got rain and it was drier. Then the other half prefer San Antonio because it cools off a little bit at night. I'm talking about the summers. So Texas is just hot. You don't move here, there's not really much snow in the state. A little bit up north, Lubbock in that area. Dallas sometimes gets, a dusting, but it's just a hotter state. So, and yes, Houston is going to be more humid because it's near the ocean. Little side note, my mom always tells me that it keeps you looking young because you're always in the humidity, but I don't know if there's truth to that. But it's definitely, and really the humidity difference is noticeable, but it's kind of like, winters up north. It doesn't last very long. It's August right now, or about to be August. It's hot, but it's not crazy. So yes, it is more humid and it is more hot. We kind of only have, in my opinion, 2 seasons. So like it's either hot, which is like mid-June to like mid-September. And then, from September to like May area, it's gorgeous almost all the time. It does get down in the 30s a little bit in the winter, sometimes the 20s, but that's kind of rare. So I like it because I can walk every single day. Very rarely is there a day that I can't walk. It's just in the summers, I have to go in the morning or the evening. But like when I'm up north and it's snowing 20 inches, then I can't go out at all. So I enjoy being able to get outside. And if it's really hot, then we just hop in the lake. Everybody has a pool, or the neighborhoods all have pools. The ocean, we swim a lot, so we just get in the water to cool off. So the weather would be the second thing. Affordability in the housing department. So it's really affordable housing compared to where my clients have come from. You can get a really nice house here for $300,000 to $400,000 in a nice neighborhood with great schools. So, and then a lot of those neighborhoods, like the one that we're in right now, which is called Wood Forest out in Montgomery, there are still $300,000 houses here, even after the crazy, housing boom. And in the neighborhood, there's walking paths, there's splash pads, there's a dog park, there's a huge water park with water slides. There's basketball courts. You're in walking distance to pizza place, grocery store, coffee shops. They're putting a new bar and grill up there. I mean, there's just everything. You have tons of amenities included in your neighborhoods. So that's pretty cool. So a lot of the master plan communities have that. So it's very affordable with lots of amenities and things to do. We do often have HOAs though with that. So like ours is $100 a month. So that is the second thing, is it's affordable housing. The third thing I would say is there's tons and tons of things to do. So if you like sports, you've got your Astros, your Rockets, your Texans. If you like Broadway shows and the museum kind of district, there's a whole museum district downtown with plays and opera and all that stuff. There's a great zoo. There's a great huge aquarium downtown. There is a children's museum. There's Nassau Space Center. Then even in the Woodlands, you've got the Woodlands Mitchell Pavilion, which is an outdoor concert area on the lawn. So there's lots and lots of things to do. There's obviously the lake in Lake Conroe. There's Lake Livingston. You can be in Galveston in 45 minutes to an hour and playing down there. So lots and lots of entertainment here to do. So that would be my third thing. The fourth thing I want to go into is, I would say it's affordable when it comes to cost of living. So we have been traveling all summer, and the gas is always cheaper in Texas, specifically in Houston. The gallon of milk is $1 less than it was when we were out of state. Eggs, bread, everything on a daily basis, the whole cost of living, groceries, gas, all that stuff tends to be quite a bit more affordable. So earlier I was talking about affordable housing, but there is also affordable cost of living here as well. Okay, so the sixth thing I'm going to tell you is that we are in driving distance to a lot of great things. So as I mentioned earlier, you can drive down to Galveston and have a whole time down there. Now, the beaches in Galveston are not great. You don't go down there for the beaches, but it is on the coast and there's a whole strand and tons of things to do down there. Fishing is great. But you can also drive to other coasts, so down by Port Aransas and all that area. The water is prettier down there. The fishing is amazing. The seafood is amazing. You're not that far from New Braunfels, where you can go and float the river. You've got obviously Lake Conroe in town, but you also have lakes all over Austin. There's LBJ and Travis. A lot of people have lake houses up there and spend the weekends up there, so you can drive up there. You could go to Waco to Chip and Joanna Gaines and go to the Magnolia House and stay there and visit that. There's also the Texas Hill Country. A lot of people like to go there and hunt exotics and things like that. So there's a lot of things that you can drive to. There's SeaWorld in San Antonio. The JW Marriott is very popular in San Antonio. There's Six Flags there. I mean, there's just literally all over the state, tons of things to drive to. Megan, who is my assistant, she and her family are constantly driving to places to camp. And, they're always catching different camping locations and checking out all those. So lots of state parks and things like that they go visit. So anyway, that is number 6. There's plenty of entertainment and things to drive to and places to visit right around the city. And then my last thing I would talk about is public education. I know a lot of out of state, it is almost required that you pay for private school. I would not say that here. I have 3 kids. They've pretty much been in public school their whole lives. I think the public school system for the most part is very, very good from elementary all the way up through college. We have tons of state schools that I know college is getting expensive, but it's still more affordable than a lot of the private schools. So there's tons of state schools. So there's really good education offered to our kids all the way from kinder through college. If you ever need help on different school districts, they all have different rankings here. I have a school district video and you could go and check that out. And then you could also message me and say, hey, can you tell me the ratings on this school and how you got to those ratings? You can look at demographics. You can look at how they're scoring on the state standardized test. But there's so many good areas with great public schools. So I hope you enjoyed the top 7 things that you need to know before you move to Houston in 2021. And if you ever have any questions, I'm always here to help. We have a great team. You would work mostly with me. I just have somebody who helps me show houses if I'm locked up with another client. And then I have Megan, who I mentioned, who's my assistant who does paperwork, but I am the person that you work with 99% of the time. So I'd love to help you. My cell phone is below. You can always text me and say, hey, we're thinking about moving to Houston. Can you help? I have a guide that can take you around town, like a guide I can send you, and it'll kind of show you where to drive to different places to check out different suburbs. If you want to reach out on Instagram, I'm Houston Realtor Natasha, and on Facebook, I'm just Natasha Tessier. And I would love to chat with you. I help people from all over the country. Even if it's not right in Houston, I have several realtors that do a great job, like in Dallas area, San Antonio, all around the state, all the way down to Pearland and all over. So if I can help you in any way to hook you up with somebody that can help you or to work with me, I would love to help you out. I'm happy to answer any questions. Please reach out anytime and have a blessed day.